Hi students, good evening. Welcome to Vijnana Vidi. How are you? Okay. Today we are going to study a new poem by W.B. Yeats, William Butler Yeats. Before moving to the lesson, let me ask you some questions. Okay. By watching a video, I will ask you a question. Okay. Can you identify this lady? Yes, she is Mother Teresa. She is a RC nun who devoted herself to serve the poor and the destitute. And she established a congregation named Missionaries of Charity to serve the people, those who are in need. And in 1979, she was awarded the Nobel Prize for her selfless work or service to the poor people. And she believed that serving the others is one of the main doctrines of Jesus Christ. And because of that, she served all the people around this world. Okay, today we are going to study a poem of a priest. The name of the priest is Peter Gilligan, and his selfless service towards his parishioners. Parishioners means what? People who live in his parish. Here we are going to study a poem. The name of the poem is The Ballad of Father Gilligan. Now we are going to watch the profile of William Butler Yeats. Okay.
William Butler Yeats is an Irish poet and one of the foremost figures of 20th century literature. Born on 13th June 1865 at Sandymount, Ireland. He was a pillar of the Irish literary movement and he helped to found the Abbey Theatre. He was one of the driving force behind the Irish literary revival. He had his education from London. His earliest volume of verse was published in 1889. He was a symbolist poet, using allusive imagery and symbolic structures throughout his career. His writing style was traditional. In Seven Woods, Responsibilities and The Green Helmet are his early volumes. He wrote prolifically over his final years and published poetry, plays and prose. In 1938, he attended the Abbey for the final time to see the premiere of his play Purgatory. His autobiographies of William Butler Yeats was published in 1938. In 1913, he wrote the preface to English translation of Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali. He was the recipient of Nobel Prize for Literature in December 1923. The Tower in 1928, The Winding Stair and other poems in 1929 are his major works. 2 times he had been appointed to the Irish Senate in 1922 and 1925. He died on 28 January 1939 at the age of 73.
Have you heard about William Butler Yeats? Now you got some idea about this person, right? Yeah, he is an Irish poet and he won the Nobel Prize in Literature for his inspired poetry. The Tower, The Winding Stair and other poems are some of the works included in it. And he wrote the preface to Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali's English translation. That's all about this poet, William Butler Yeats. Don't forget to write about his profile. Okay. Now, the name of the poem is The Ballad of Father Gilligan. What do you mean by a ballad? Do you know what is a ballad? Yeah, here is the characteristics of ballad. Okay. A song that tells a story. Through this poem, we are going to hear a story. Concentrates on a single episode. Here, the poem is concentrated on a single incident of Father Gilligan and uses the vocabulary of everyday speech. It is very easy for us to understand. Why? Because the simple language is used over here, and everyday speech, casual usages of our speaking and all used in this poem. Then it includes dialogues. It has an abrupt ending, that means an unexpected ending we can see over here, and the tone is very dramatical. That's about a ballad. Okay. Now what you have to do is just open your textbook and listen to the poem once, and after that I will ask you some questions. So listen carefully.
The Ballad of Father Gilligan by William Butler Yeats. The old priest Peter Gilligan was weary night and day, for half his flock were in their beds or under greensward's lay. Once, while he nodded in a chair at the moth hour of the eve, another poor man sent for him, and he began to grieve. I have no rest, no joy, no peace, for people die and die. And after cried he, God, forgive, my body spake not I. He knelt, and leaning on the chair, he prayed and fell asleep. And the moth hour went from the fields, and stars began to peep. They slowly into millions grew, and leaves shook in the wind. And God covered the world with shade, and whispered to mankind. Upon the time of sparrow chirp, when the moths came once more, the old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor. Maroon, Maroon, the man has died while I slept in the chair. He roused his horse out of its sleep and rode with little care. He rode now as he never rode, by rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again? And is the poor man dead? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilligan in grief said to and fro. When you were gone, he turned and died, as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilligan, he knelt him at that word. He who hath made the night of stars, for souls who tire and bleed, send one of these great angels down to help me in my need. He who is wrapped in purple robes, with planets in his care, had pity on the least of things asleep upon a chair.
Have you heard it? Okay. Who is the central character in this poem? Yes, Father Peter Gilligan is the main character in this poem. Then, he is facing a problem, a serious problem he is facing through this poem. And what is that problem? Yes, your answer is correct. Most of the parishioners are affected by an epidemic, and he is tired of performing his own priestly duties. That is the problem he is facing in this poem. Okay. Now, let us go through the poem line by line. The old priest Peter Gilligan was weary night and day, for half of his flock were in their beds or under green swords lay. The old priest, he is an old one. His name is Peter Gilligan. He is a priest, and he was tired all the day and night. He was tired. Why he was tired? By performing his priestly duties, he was totally tired. For half of his flock were in their beds or under green swords lay. Why he is performing his priestly duties? Because most of the parishioners in his area, in his domain, were sick. They all are affected by an epidemic, and all are sick. Most of the parishioners are in their beds, and many of the parishioners died. What do you mean by green swords lay? That means graves covered by green grass. Okay. So, he is tired by performing his priestly duties such as final sacrament or anointing the sick. And the next stanza, Once, while he nodded in a chair as the moth hour of the eve, another poor man sent for him, and he began to grieve. And after performing all such duties, he was taking rest for some time, and he was sitting on his chair. And at that time, a person came to call him. By hearing this, by seeing this, he became too sad. Why? Because now he is totally tired and he is not at all able to go for another duty. That is why he was feeling sad at that time. I have no rest, nor joy, nor peace, for people die and die. And after cried he, God forgive, my body spake not I. He knelt, and leaning on the chair, he prayed and fell asleep. And the moth hour went from the fields, and stars began to peep. And after that, he is complaining God that he is not at all having any rest, he is not at all getting any peace or joy in his life. Why? Because most of his parishioners are dying and dying, so he is fed up with performing his priestly duties. As a priest, he is not supposed to say such things because it's a God given duty. That is why he is not at all supposed to say such words, or he is not at all supposed to complain against God. Finally, he understood he did a sin. That is why he asked forgiveness to God, and he said, my body spake not me, my tired body, because of weariness, my body said all these things and not I did these things. So, by saying this, he asked forgiveness to God. And he knelt over there. Knelt means by standing like this, knelt over there and leaned on the chair. He leaned on the chair and he prayed and fell asleep. By asking forgiveness, he prayed, and after that, because of his weariness, he slept. And what happened? The moth hour, that was the evening time. Moth hour means what? During the evening time, during the dusk, the moths will come out. Moths means what? It's a kind of an insect like butterfly, but it will not have the antenna like a butterfly. These moths used to come out during the dusk and during the dawn. Okay. Then those days they don't have clocks and all. That's why by understanding the change of the nature, they tried to understand the time also. And the moth hour went from the fields, and stars began to peep. When the stars began to peep in the sky during the night, that means he slept there, and he was not aware about the time. Because of his weariness, he slept there. They slowly into millions grew, and leaves shook in the wind, and God covered the world with shade and whispered to mankind. Upon the time of sparrow chirp, when the moths came once more, the old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor. And what happened? It became midnight. Why? Because a lot of stars began to shine in the sky, and the leaves began to shook in the wind. There was a cold breeze, and in the breeze the leaves began to rustle with each other, and they began to make sounds. And God has created this beautiful night for man to take rest after his hard work and all. God has given this beautiful night for man or human beings to take rest. Okay. Then he and whispered to mankind means God is having that much close connection with this mankind. God is always telling something to mankind. Okay. Then upon the time of sparrow chirp, when the moths came once more, the old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor. And what happened? When the sparrow chirp, when we can hear the chirping of the birds in the early morning. During that time, means when he woke up, it was early morning. And what happened? When the moths came once more, in the dawn also the moths will come out. Okay. The old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor, and he just startled, and he stood over there. Why he got startled? Because last evening a person came to him, and he asked him to reach into a dying man's house. but he forgot that. Means because of his weariness he slept that and he couldn't go there. By remembering this, he just got startled and he stood over there. Mavron, Mavron, the man has died while I slept in the chair. He roused his horse out of its sleep and rode with little care. He rode now as he never rode, by rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again? And by thinking about this, Mavron, Mavron, he said so. It's an expression of sorrow. And he thought that the man died without getting the final sacrament. That means he failed to perform his priestly duty. So he roused his horse out of its sleep and rode with little care. So he was in a hurry to reach that dying man's house, because if the man didn't die, he will be able to provide that, he will be able to give that final sacrament to the person. So he was in a hurry to go there. He rode now as he never rode. He rode his horse very fastly by rocky lane and fen. What do you mean by rocky lane? Means it's not a tarred one. There were a lot of rocks here and there, and it is very difficult for him to ride the horse through that way. And fen means it's a kind of marshy land, and for the horse it is very difficult to move through that way. The sick man's wife, when he reached that house, the sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again, she asked. Father, why did you come again? Like that she asked. Then what you understood from this? Yeah, somebody else came there to give the final sacrament to the dying person. Okay. And is the poor man died? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilligan in grief swayed to and fro. But Father Gilligan, he didn't understand anything. Why did she ask such a question? This father, he didn't understand that. And Father Gilligan asked, did he die? Then she said, his wife said, yeah, he died an hour ago. By hearing this, he became too sad. He began to walk here and there. Why? Because he failed to perform his duty. That is why he became too sad. When you were gone, he turned and died, as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilligan, he knelt him at that word. And she said, when you came there at that time, after giving the final sacrament, you went from here. At that time, he died as merry, as happy as a bird. He died. Then old priest Father Gilligan, he understood what happened over there. Then he knelt down over there and he prayed to God. What did he pray? He who hath made the night of stars for souls who tire and bleed, sent one of his great angels down to help me in my need. What did he say? He, the God, who created this night with the beautiful stars and all, who created this night for human beings to take rest after his weary day. And he sent one of his great angels down to help me in my need. And what did God do? He sent one of his angels to perform the duty of this priest, because God knows that he is totally tired, he will not be able to perform his duty. That is why God sent one of his angels in the disguise of Father Gilligan to perform his duty. He who is wrapped in purple robes with planets in his care had pity on the least of things asleep upon a chair. And what did he say? What did he pray? God, who is in purple colored dress, long dress, who is taking care of all the things, or all the infinitesimal things in this world. Likewise, means he is carrying all the planets, all this world is under his control, and he is taking care of this unimportant creature like me in this world. And he was thankful to God for sending an angel for helping him, for performing his priestly duty. That's all about the poem. Do you like the poem? Okay, can I ask you some questions now? Why was Father Gilligan weary night and day? Why was he really tired? Because Yeah, your answer is correct, because he was tired by performing his priestly duties, by performing the final sacrament or anointing the sick people. Why did Father Gilligan seek forgiveness from God? Why did he seek forgiveness from God? Because he complained against God. This priestly duty was given by God to him, and because of his weariness he complained against God. That is why he is asking forgiveness from God. What is meant by upon the time of sparrow chirp? Yes, your answer is correct. It means the early morning. Why is the sick man's wife surprised to see Father Gilligan? Because Father Gilligan, God sent one of his angels in the disguise of Father Gilligan to perform the duty of Father Gilligan. But after that he came again. By seeing this, she got surprised. What do you understand about the character of Father Gilligan from his words, "had pity on the least of things"? It shows the humility. That means God has taken care of this unimportant creature like human being in this world. Okay. Now I am going to tell you about some poetic devices used in this poem. Do you know what all are the poetic devices? Yes, figures of speech, imageries, then what else we can say, symbolism, that all things. Okay. And here W.B. Yeats used some poetic devices in this poem. And can you identify a simile from this poem? What do you mean by a simile first? A simile is a line in which two things are compared by using the words as or like. By using these two words, two things are compared. Can you identify such a line from this poem? Yes, your answer is correct. The answer is as merry as bird. The dying man died as merry as bird. As a bird, this dying man was compared to a bird by using the word as. Okay, and here the poet used some visual images and also some auditory images. What do you mean by visual images? Visual images means by telling the line that visuals will come to our mind, will come to our imagination. Okay, that are called visual images. These are some instances of visual images in this poem. Moth hour. By hearing that we can imagine that the moths are coming out and flying here and there during the evening and during the early morning. Stars began to peep. By hearing that we can imagine that the stars are peeping in the sky. Then rocky lane. The rocks are here and there and it is not a good road, that we can imagine in our mind, and fen also, that also we can imagine. These all are instances of visual images. Then auditory images. Can you give some examples from this poem? Yeah. The sparrow chirp, that means upon the time of sparrow chirp, there we can hear the sound of the sparrow. Leaves shook in the wind. How can we hear the sound of the leaves? When the breeze comes, these leaves will rustle with each other and we can hear the sound of that. And the last one, the sick man's wife opened the door. The opening of the door, there we can hear one sound that we can feel through this poem. Okay. Then these are the instances of auditory images. And here we can see the rhyming words also. Rhyming words. What do you mean by rhyming words? Rhyming words means if the words end in the same sounds, that are called rhyming words. And can you identify the rhyming words from this four line? The old priest Peter Gilligan was weary night and day, for half of his flock were in their beds or under green swords lay. Here let us go through the last words of each lines. Gilligan, day, beds, lay. Here first word is Gilligan and the second word is day. These two words are not at all similar, and they are not at all ending with the same sounds. And see the next one, buds, that also not similar. But the last one, lay, means that is having similarity with the second line's last word. That means day and lay are the rhyming words of these four lines. Okay. It's quite easy. Why? Because you already studied all these things in your smaller classes. Okay. Then the rhyming scheme, you know it by seeing the poem itself. You will be able to understand what is the rhyming scheme of this poem. Okay. See the first word Gilligan. There we can give A. Why? Because the first one, so we can name it as A. And the second one day. That is not similar to the first one, so we can name it as B. And the third one beds. Beds means three words are different, so we can give it name it as C. And see the last one lay. That means that is similar to the second one day. So we can give the same name over there B. Then what is the rhyming scheme of this 4 lines? A B C B. That is the rhyming scheme of the poem. Here the poem, which includes 4 line stanzas, that means quatrains. Quatrains means there are 4 line stanzas, and it is a ballad. Through this poem we are getting a story. Ballad means it usually gives us a story, and here we can see some dialogues and all. Father is asking something, for example, and is the poor man died? He asked, or he cried, and the wife is asking one thing, father you come again. These all are the dialogues, that things we can see only in this ballads. Okay. And here we can see a dramatic means it is very dramatic, means by seeing everything we can visualize or we can hear all the things through this poem. Then it explains about an incident in Father Peter Gilligan's life. Only one incident is explained. That is also one of the characteristics of ballad. Okay. Now let us go through some activities. The people of Father Gilligan's parish were, I think you will be able to find out the answer. Yeah, your answer is correct. Suffering from an epidemic. And the second one, the old priest was weary. Mavron means an expression of sorrow. Father Gilligan awoke with a start, realizing that he had not done his duty. The word flock in the context of the poem means the people in his parish. Who is wrapped in purple robes? God. The expression green swords refers to graves covered over by green grass. What is referred to as moth hour of evening? Okay. And now I am going to give you 2 activities. Write the character sketch of Father Gilligan. Father Gilligan was a humble person. He is devoted to the people in his parish. By taking all these things together, you can make a paragraph about Father Peter Gilligan. And prepare an appreciation of the appreciation for the poem. That means in the last poems also you have studied how to make a how to write an appreciation for the poem. In the same way you can write these things over here. Okay. That's all about today's poem. Okay. Then you can watch this video again in the YouTube channel of Goodness TV. If you have any doubts, you can write it in the comment box of this video. Thank you. Have a nice sleep.